Oops. $126.5. So let's get this 100 hours service on the way. I think my truck pliers will grab this one. Not enough room to work with this. Hey, man, here. Can't get in it. Made a big mess. Gosh. Hey, come on, guys. Come on, manufacturers. Yes, I always buy I know you can get it a lot cheaper, but I always buy the straight Kawasaki stuff. And I got oil all over me. Should put that first. I know a lot of guys write it down on here or on the filter when they've done stuff. I keep a spreadsheet and a manual, and I write it in the manual on the date when I do each service. To only regap the plugs, clean them and regap them at 100 hours. But I just buy the tune-up kits. And just replace and put new plugs in. Don't. I just don't see the reason that they're not fouled. They're come on. Oh, this must be the ratchet's being different. So they're not, oh, where are we at here? There we go. So they're not fouled. They're not bad. But I redo them anyway. Just because it makes me feel better. And one thing, I'll let you guys, what I like to use, when I use these ratchets, I like to use these kind. So that way, when I have to get, because nothing, they make nothing easy. But that way I can just slide it in. Goes in at an angle. Sorry if the planes are being loud. There's an air show at the river today. But I don't go down there because I'm just not into that kind of those crowds. So now we gotta clean the battery. What I like about, the battery's not really dirty, but I'm gonna open the battery's not really dirty, but I'm gonna open the shroud anyway. I do like this. Want to be YouTube famous? Come on, be YouTube famous. Why not? Come over here, be YouTube famous. Now look what you did. So we'll just take the shroud off. It's just these little hooks that hold it on. Clean all this gunk out of here. I'm gonna get my air blower. Yeah, another reason I'm supposed to be doing this out in my work area. Not bad. And all the belts and hoses, I'm going to check all that after I wash the mower. I'm going to wash the mower down. Then so I got to get the oil off of it so I can flip it up and sharpen the blades. So we're going to pull it out here. We're going to give her a good wash. Then we'll bring it back in the garage and do the battery, or do the blades and clean under the deck. Alright, so I know it's not exciting to watch somebody wash a vehicle or a mower. However, I wanted to show you guys, not that my hose is leaking, but this little guy right here, take this off. And I gotta grab, let me see if I can grab some car wash. So I'm just using some old Turtle Wax car wash. So that's only, let's do some of this stuff. Let's do some of this action. I don't know where I'm gonna set it in there. I don't want to set it out there in the sun. So that's only about 3 ounces. There's only about 3 ounces I put in that thing. See how that thing just suds up so easy that way? Look at all the gunk. It's the oil running out of there. So I'm going to keep washing this. We'll get it all washed up. And then we'll pull it back in and start doing the deck and the blades. I usually pop the gate down on my trailer and drive one wheel up on the trailer and do this, but I don't want to work outside today. So that's why we're trying to do it this way. But I flip it up just like that, and then we'll pop these blades off. And ooh, actually, I think I have to sharpen a new set. I don't think I haven't sharpened this weekend yet. So I'm gonna pop these off, scrape that deck, and sharpen those and put it back on. So I try not to oh, excuse me. I try not to leave it flipped back too long. See, leave it flipped back too long, sometimes you start getting a little hydraulic fluid, or mine will start seeping hydraulic fluid out the cap. So usually it's quicker than that. I don't get too carried away in the getting the deck scraped. I get all the big chunks off of there. Just make sure I don't have a lot of big hangers, and get the blade sharpened and get her ready. So now we're good to go. I'm going to roll it down flat, let it set for a little bit, recheck the oil, make sure the level's good, and then I gotta change the oil and all the fun stuff on that. Oh, and I gotta check the air filter on this too, but I'm gonna roll it down flat first. Love those ramps though. They're really light for being steel ramps. But yeah, so we'll let that set for a minute, recheck the oil, make sure the oil's good to go. See, even though that's not on the 100 hour, that's on the I should be doing that shit weekly is what that is. So let's get that cleaned off. I think we'll clean this guy off outside, and I'm just going to put a new one in since we're doing the 100 mile an hour service, the 100 hour. So this is what I got going on out here. I'm going to get the, this is going to be my equipment shed. Then I can get the product put back in the garage, and this will be just my work area. And then I can be as dirty as, oh, excuse me, as dirty as I want to be. But that filter, what I'll do is clean the foam cover, bang out the filter. I usually don't throw filters away. I hang on to them till I get a bunch, just in case. You never know. I mean, a banged out filter is not as good as a brand new one, but it's good in a pinch. So there we go, guys. So we will do, I'm not going to do a review because I only have just over 100 hours on it. I don't, here, I gotta, I'm gonna take something apart and just show one thing real quick. I still may need to clean back in here. It's pretty dirty. So anyway, what I want to show, there's the fuse, if anybody's wondering. But, so I'm not doing a review because it's at 100 hours, and I feel I got to do more than 100 to be able to give a review. However, what I want to show, and if I can, if you see these cotter pins right here, oh, there, right there, and right there, that is, yeah, it's moving that. That's your controls. So all this does, it's just holding that little cam pin for this to connect to your handle. So, and I've had this happen twice to me now. I'll be cruising along and all of a sudden these feel stiff when you're trying to go wide open, and it's almost like it's giving you resistance from hitting here, and I force it. You know, I'm the kind of person, if it doesn't work, hit it harder. Oh, look at that little field mouse. Should go get my dog. Should go get my dog on that. Place is horrible for field mice. Anyway, back on track. So I force this thing, and what I'm doing when it's doing that catch is because that cotter pin is turned towards hitting that nut. Can I show it? There, it's hitting that little nut back there, and I've broke 2 of those bad boys out so far. And all of a sudden this will just go totally limp, flopping back and forth, and obviously the mower is stranded at that point. So at 100 hours, my advice is make sure you have cotter pins, if not the cam pin. I've been lucky enough to find that little cam pin, finding that little cam pin to go back in there, and I kept cotter pins. Once I think I took one of the cotter pins out of here, which are these guys, and I shoved in there so I could at least get it back to the trailer because I didn't have any on me. And so anyway, at 100 hours, that's the only issue I've had with this, and I have had both of them fall out. So make sure you have cotter pins on you. Other than that, I haven't had any issues with the mower. Cut's great. I love the cut on it. You know, I was playing with the hole. I don't know if you can see it down there. You can change that A, B, and C, so it changes this baffle to, I think it's like mulch, bag, and free, or something like that. But anyway, I just keep it, that's wide open right there, so I just keep it wide open no matter what I'm doing. It works fine. Bags well, cuts really good. I will say this, when you have it wide open like this and you're bagging, sometimes you'll get some blowout on the accelerator bag coming up, but not enough for it to make you want to sit down and screw around with that thing. Really good on fuel. I can do about 2 days on fuel, day and a half, 2 days, something like that, depending on which 2 days it is. So like this mower, we're getting ready to do a review on that. We're right at 300 hours on that guy. So we've got a review coming on what I think of the Turfmaster now that I have that many hours. There's not a whole lot more hours going on it, because this is used just about everywhere on my lawns. I even stopped hauling my 50 and my 52 because it just wasn't worth eating up the extra trailer space, because this mows fast enough that it doesn't make that big of a difference on my larger lawns, and most of my lawns are very well suited for this mower. Probably won't buy another Turfmaster just because of how many lawns this gets used on. May end up buying another Time Master, if not a 21-inch mower, even though I got a brand new Honda sitting on the trailer. I may get another 21-inch commercial, I don't know. Anyway, whatever I get, it's probably not going to be another Turfmaster, because I just don't see a whole lot more hours going on. That one will probably be here forever. Who knows how many hours that thing will get on it before it's put away. But yeah, this thing so far has been great. 100 hours, won't do a review. Just wanted to point out those two cotter pins, or those two pull pins. That's the only thing I've had an issue with out of this mower. And I bought this mower. It's 120, I got it, what, 126 hours? Is that what I said? Yeah, it's like 26 and a half hours on it. I bought it, it had 0.7 hours on it when I purchased it. So, yeah, I've put them all on there. And no issues, been running great. I like the mower, I like the cut, I like the speed. But anyway, just wanted to point out those two pins, just in case you get in a situation on this mower and all of a sudden, because I was just mowing one day and it was the left side just went totally limp, and it took me a minute to figure out what was going on. I had to pull the back off and kind of just start at the handle and play with it and look up under there and work my way backwards until I found the problem. So anyway, that's what that is. Just wanted to point that out, and you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. And that's my little 100-hour service on the Grandstand, and a little tip on something quick that I noticed. And I gotta get back to work. So thanks for watching, guys.